Hello, my name is Heather, and welcome to You Make Wholeness Possible, a monthly video newsletter of Children of Promise. If you hadn't noticed, it's an election year here in the United States, and you know what that often means. Name-calling, attack ads, and too much negativity all around. As a staff, we sat down and decided to take a different path this fall. To be countercultural in a divided world, we are going to choose kindness. This fall, we want to challenge our supporters, no matter what side of the aisle you're on, to join us. Choose kindness, and let's remind the world that there is still plenty of good worth celebrating. Of course, you don't need this shirt to choose kindness, but if you want to wear your decision and do some good around the world at the same time, you can grab one of these shirts on our site. All proceeds will go to make more kindness and more wholeness happen all around the world in our global programs through the GAP Fund. And as always, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page, our socials, and our free newsletter in the link below so that you can hear awesome updates and stories each month.
What a summer we had this year. Here's a rapid-fire review of what your generosity did this summer, 2024. We started off in a big way with our annual Global Learning Forum, what we call GLF, in Costa Rica. This was our first time ever gathering all the Latin America and Caribbean teams together in their region. Looking back on this special week, so much was accomplished. In addition to some general program training, our directors cross-trained one another on some really important topics that are especially relevant right now in their countries. One of those standout sessions was led by our director from the Dominican Republic, Odete, who shared vital information on how to recognize and respond to child abuse in the communities where they serve. Directors shared stories of how their advocacy is impacting the lives of vulnerable children within their communities. Now, we also take the time at every GLF to celebrate our leaders. They work so hard to make the program happen all year round. So on top of the daily training and the meals and the worship that we share, we also visited a nearby national park to enjoy the wonders of Costa Rica. Everyone had a really great time.
This amazing week with our directors was immediately followed by our annual Adventure Fundraiser in Costa Rica. Our team of adventurers enjoyed wonderful accommodations, amazing natural surroundings and parks, a few sloths, and even hikes on an active volcano. Everyone had an amazing time together, and nearly $20,000 was raised for our global programs. We are excited to announce that next year's adventure will be in one of our newest countries, Guatemala. Very soon we'll have more information about this one-of-a-kind fundraiser, so keep an eye out and get ready to have some fun. This summer was also filled with some of our regular interview trips in Honduras, Costa Rica, and Guyana. In each of these programs, guests were able to meet sponsored kids and their families, travel around the region where the kids live, and see what life is really like for families in the CFP network. We can't emphasize enough that all of this is only possible because of the amazing generosity of many people around the world who call themselves a part of the CFP family. As we look back on our last fiscal year, we can't help but smile about all that God is doing. Since last summer, 602 new children began their journey into our program. That means regular food, school, healthcare, and spiritual nurture in their community's church. 344 kids graduated from high school, and 5 graduated from university, dreams that were far out of reach when they were little. We're excited to announce that this year, our 1,000th child moved from our GAP Fund to long-term sponsorship, a milestone that was impossible to imagine just 3 years ago when the GAP Fund began. Similarly, there are now 65 young adults in university-level education through the GAP Fund, education that will open up a world of opportunities to these students and their entire families. All of this, the food, the education, the healthcare, discipleship, the wholeness kids are experiencing is because you said yes to joining the work of God through Children of Promise. Thank you for an amazing summer, and we can't wait to see what's next.
I was also able to go on 2 special trips to train new directors for new programs in both Africa and Latin America. Because many countries have seen that our program is healthy and is effective, we're now being invited to launch in even more places every year. And this summer, I visited both the Democratic Republic of the Congo as well as El Salvador, where new programs will begin hopefully within the next year. The needs around the world are great, and we're just so thankful that through your generosity, you've really given us the ability to say yes to countries that dream of having a CFP program in their own communities. Finally, this summer we also visited supporters like you all around the USA, in the Midwest, in the South, in the Western states. We had a great time sharing updates on what God is doing through the CFP family. Now, our fall calendar is nearly full. So if you would like someone to come and share at your church or in your community, please don't wait. We would love to come and see you. From the whole team here at Children of Promise, thank you. And again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our free newsletter. You can find it at childrenofpromise.global/newsletter. And you'll get monthly updates, you'll hear about travel opportunities, and read stories of the good things that are happening throughout the world. If you have any questions about hosting a CFP Sunday, or if you want to travel with us, or you have questions about sponsoring a child, you can learn about all of those things at our website, childrenofpromise.global. You can also feel free to email us, send us a message on our social media, or call our office Monday through Friday. We'll see you soon. Thanks for choosing kindness, and thank you for making wholeness possible.